Hi, this is Dr. Zakaria Kulugli, known as Dr. ZAK. I'm Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine and trained in the RBTI. Today, I want to share with you the second reason why I chose to specialize in the RBTI, which stands for the Reams Biological Theory of Ionization. And I would like to share with you a story that happened to me personally. Through this story, I will show you how RBTI was able to detect anomalies in my body lab tests were not able to detect. Every year, as a health-conscious person, I would go to my personal doctor for a physical exam. Every year, the next day after the physical exam, my doctor calls me on the phone and say the following: "Zach, the blood work is good. See you next year." I feel happy and go on with my life. One day, late at night, sometime after I had a physical exam, I was laying down on my bed trying to fall asleep when all of a sudden I felt strange, weird. I felt something I've never experienced before. I felt like electricity was running through my veins. I had also anxiety. I don't know how to explain it, but what felt almost certain was this is the end. My wife, who was next to me at the time, panicked, asking me what was wrong. I literally told her, "I don't feel good. I think I'm going," if you see what I mean. It was terrifying. She wanted to call 911. I told her not to call until things got worse. I was still hoping it would go away. Then I added, if I survived to tomorrow, I would run my numbers and contact a special kind of doctor to see what was wrong with me. I'm pretty sure at the time, my wife thought I was talking about a physician specialist. I know she had no clue what RBTI was. Truth is, I was only familiar with the science because RBTI was a class that was required as part of my doctorate program. Luckily for me, I had the instruments to do the measurements. Somehow, deep inside, I felt my experience with allopathic family doctor, which I respect a lot, along with the blood work the lab did on me, did not catch few details. Long story short, I survived the incident. First thing in the morning, I drew a sample of my urine saliva and ran the numbers at home. My numbers were as follows. Little understanding I had about the RBTI back then, I knew the numbers did not look good, but I was no expert at the time. So I called my RBTI doctor and shared with him the numbers. Upon looking at my numbers, the doctor kept quiet and said, "The numbers are not all that great," and he started explaining what was going on in my body in details. I was worried and relieved at the same time. I was talking to someone who was explaining to me what was happening inside my body in details, just by reading 7 numbers, but I also hoped he would have the answers too. When the doctor was finished reading my numbers, I felt somehow there was more to what he was saying, but simply did not want to keep me worried. As a good doctor, he liked to keep hope. After all, Dr. Reams, founder of the RBTI, said my instruments do not measure the grace of God. Then the doctor said, "Is there anything else you want me to answer?" I said, "Yes. How can I fix this?" He said, "If I were you, I would do the following." And he went on elaborating on the RBTI diet program and the no food, etc. On the inside, I was, oh shoot, thinking about all the food I craved. In simple terms, I had to change my diet and the way I ate, and I had to take a few supplements. I started following the program and consulting with my RBTI doctor until I felt my health begin to improve. Later, when I decided to pursue RBTI and get trained in the health system, I looked at my numbers for that incident and realized, oh boy, there were tons of things wrong with me that day. One major thing was that my heart was under a lot of stress. I had a stroke pattern in RBTI terms, which means I was candidate for stroke at any time. That was kind of ironic because I always thought that I ate right. I was someone who included lots of fruit and salad in his meals, worked out regularly, and thought I had a balanced life. I guess I learned my lesson the hard way. In the next video, I will share with you what led me to making a decision to pursue RBTI. If you have any question or need a consultation, feel free to contact me. I'm Dr. Zach. Thank you for listening.